The community analysis presentation is on the community of Seminole, Florida. The presentation is by Vanessa Christ at St. Petersburg College. The objectives of this presentation include a historical overview and community analysis involving structure, population, health-related resources, environment, and government/public policy. This presentation will also include 6 prioritized community problems and a global community concern. The city of Seminole, Florida starts at the Gulf Boulevard Bridge, which turns into Park Boulevard and extends to Starkey Road. Also, the city extends from 102nd Avenue to Starkey Road. The Seminole, Florida land was first discovered in 1822, also when the city got its name. Settlers began to move into the land in 1860. By the 1800s, the first post office had opened up, and so did the first church. In the early 1900s, Seminole, Florida had a total population of 75. The population at this time is nothing compared to what the population is today at 17,233. Throughout the 19th century, Seminole, Florida opened schools, buildings, and continues to build a numerous amount of buildings, such as the Veterans Hospital. It isn't until 1970 Seminole, Florida can finally call themselves a city. Based on the census for 2010, today Seminole, Florida is home to a total of 17,233 people. This makes the population density 3,570.65 persons per square mile. Over half of the population of Seminole, Florida is between ages 18 and 64. The community of Seminole, Florida reaches over 5.10 square miles of land. Seminole, Florida is home to many beautiful parks, such as Lake Seminole Park and Boca Ciega Millennium Park. Also, many local businesses are around here. The community is located near beaches such as Redington Beach and Indian Rocks Beach. There are a total of 42 schools with all grade levels in Seminole, Florida. 15 preschools, 12 elementary schools, 8 middle schools, 7 high schools. The main college noted in Seminole, Florida is St. Petersburg College at Seminole campus. Listed is the education level for people over the age of 25. Seminole, Florida also has a large public library located next to St. Petersburg College. This library is known as the Seminole Community Library. There are many places of worship throughout the community of Seminole, Florida. Popular denominations include Baptist or Catholic. These churches provide worship services, ministries, Bible studies, and local worldwide missions. There is no cultural centers located in the city of Seminole, Florida. However, the closest culture center to Seminole, Florida is located in Largo. This is known as the Largo Cultural Center, which provides shows, tickets, camps, and instrumental rentals. Seminole, Florida has many options for food such as grocery stores, restaurants, fast food, and food pantries. Seminole, Florida also offers the Seminole Mall, which holds a variety of department stores, and the Salvation Army for merchandise. During the windshield survey, many neighborhoods and houses were in excellent condition. Many homes are single-family homes that range in different sizes. However, throughout Seminole, Florida community, there are also condos, apartments, townhomes, nursing homes, and assisted living facilities. The chart shows the amount of housing units by owner, renter, and vacant. Public housing is also offered to low-income families near the Seminole, Florida area, which are included in St. Petersburg, Largo, and Pinellas Park. In 2014, there were 5,877 people that were homeless. Homeless shelters, which help to provide the basics, are available throughout the Pinellas County. However, there are none located in Seminole, Florida. The city of Seminole, Florida starts at the Gulf Boulevard Bridge, which turns into Park Boulevard and extends to Starkey Road. Also, the city extends from 102nd Avenue to Starkey Road. Some communicable diseases which are seen frequently in Pinellas County include STDs such as gonorrhea and chlamydia, hepatitis A, salmonella, and tuberculosis. Pinellas County, Florida has 6 top leading causes of death. In 2012, these leading causes were heart disease, cancer, chronic lower respiratory disease, unintentional injuries, stroke, and diabetes. Seminole, Florida has many health services within the community. There are many different types of services such as doctor's offices, dental offices, rehab facilities, and home care agencies. The rehab facilities in Seminole, Florida help to provide physical therapy, occupational therapy, and services to get stronger. These facilities accept major insurances and are open 24/7. Home care services help to provide services in the home related to health and daily activities. There are no hospitals located in Seminole, Florida. However, Morton Plant Meese Bardmore Emergency Center and Largo Medical Center are hospitals located close to Seminole, Florida. Social services in Seminole, Florida include women's centers, elderly care, and family resources. These services are to help those in the community that make low income and are not able to afford health services. 3 of the Health People 2020 objectives that relate to Seminole, Florida are PA1, which is to reduce amount of adults not taking part in physical activity, TU1 and 2, which is to reduce adolescent and adult tobacco use, and HDS5, which is to reduce number of people who have hypertension. The objective PA1 was selected due to not enough of the population taking part in physical activity. During the windshield survey, it was observed that no people were walking or biking on sidewalks. Mostly people were riding in cars. Over 3/4 of adults do not participate in physical activities, thus increasing the risk for hypertension and stroke. The objective TU1 and 2 were chosen because tobacco use appears common in Seminole, Florida. During the windshield survey, it was observed that more people were smoking than not smoking. The second leading cause of death in Pinellas County is cancer. With the use of tobacco, people have a higher risk of developing cancer as well as heart disease. The last objective chosen is HDS5, which is to reduce the amount of people with hypertension. The first leading cause of death happening in Pinellas County is contributed to heart disease. Hypertension is a risk factor that can be controlled, which will help to prevent heart disease from developing. Tampa Bay Water is the Pinellas County water supplier, which consists of a mixture of groundwater, seawater, and rivers. Pinellas County does use reclaimed water mainly for irrigation of lawns in order to keep the environment looking well kept. During the windshield survey, it was observed that many homes need not have recycling containers. Seminole, Florida does offer curbside recycling for a fee. Seminole, Florida is home to many beautiful parks such as Lake Seminole Park and Boca Ciega Millennium Park. Pinellas County does have a trail, which is the Pinellas County Trail, and it runs through Seminole, Florida, as well as throughout the county. Seminole, Florida has a Seminole Recreation Center, which is open for the general public. A popular festival located in Seminole, Florida is a Powwow Festival, which is for the community to enjoy live music, vendors, and a carnival. The community of Seminole, Florida has teamed with the Pinellas County Sheriff's Department to provide law enforcement to the community. Seminole, Florida has 12 deputies that are stationed in this community. Seminole, Florida has a fire and rescue squad available for emergencies. There are 4 stations in the community, with the main station being 29. The department has a total of 66 firefighters and 25 paramedics ready to assist. Due to Florida being surrounded by water, Pinellas County always must be prepared for hurricane season. The season is set to be between June 1st and November 30th. Local governments work with the hurricane program to decide on appropriate routes and shelter locations in case of disaster. The City of Seminole, Florida Commission includes a mayor and 6 council members. The governments work at local, regional, state, and federal levels to decide on policies. Meetings are held regularly and public is always welcome. In 2015, the community of Seminole, Florida will earn a majority of its revenues by fire protection services and property taxes. For 2015, the primary expenditures for the city will be on fire department operations and EMS. The 6 prioritized community problems are obesity, smoking, lack of exercise, speeding, MVCs, and lack of recycling. Obesity was chosen as number 1 because so many Americans are obese, which leads to other health issues such as heart disease and stroke. During the windshield survey, there were many smokers observed, especially high school students, which is why smoking is another concern. Another problem seen in Seminole, Florida is lack of exercise. Speeding is another problem noted in Seminole, Florida. It was seen in the windshield survey that many people were going above the speed limit. Also, motor vehicle accidents have been seen and lack of recycling because there's no bins on the side. 3 of the Health People 2020 objectives that relate to Seminole, Florida are PA1, which is to reduce amount of adults not taking part in physical activity, TU1 and 2, which is to reduce adolescent and adult tobacco use, and HDS5, which is to reduce number of people who have hypertension. The objective PA1 was selected due to not enough of the population taking part in physical activity. During the winter